In 2 years, we have a progressive crush in the off-year elections, right? So in the midterm elections, just imagine this, right? Donald Trump is the most unpopular president going in the history of the world, of our country. He's the most unpopular president going in. Okay? The Congress is all Republican. Republican Congress is, again, low approval numbers. Record. People hate Mitch McConnell. People hate the Republican Congress way more than they hate Barack Obama. So what do you think that's going to happen? You think Trump's going to build a wall? They're not going to build a wall. He already took the Muslim ban off his website, by the way. John Fugelsang tweeted that out. He's already showing that he played you. So Trump's already taken stuff back. And I have a prediction, by the way, for immigration. Donald Trump will deport less Mexicans than Barack Obama.
Yes, I totally agree. If it's out of sheer laziness, whatever, he's just not going to do it. Okay, because part of the reason why Barack Obama did that was because he wanted to show the right that he is tough.
He's serious.
He's serious. Right? I mean, he was pandering to the right. Trump doesn't pander to the right. He doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't pander in that sense.
Yeah.
And he only does what he feels like fucking doing.
That's right. Trump. He doesn't care, right? Mm-hmm. So he doesn't really care if the Mexicans are here, if they're not here. He doesn't care. So
he probably wants them here because he likes the cheap labor.
Yeah, and he can boss them around.
Yes.
Whatever. Yeah.
And they don't have rights, so you can fuck them over.
And by the way, the whole wall never ever bothered me.
Never.
Because it's whatever. It's never going to happen. If he goes down that path, here's what would happen. They'll build like a fifth of a wall. And then they'll just get tired and like, forget it, right? It'll never actually happen. It takes too much money, too much effort. They would build like maybe a half a mile wall and then just stop, right? They'll build roads to build the wall, but there's so many logistical problems. Like, where would you actually build it? You can't build it on the river, and you can't build it on Mexico's side. You got to build it on your own side. And they have to take land from landowners to build it. You're not going to build a wall. It's just not going to happen. It's stupid.
And by the way, there were people spontaneously in the streets protesting last night, and all over across the country, coast to coast. That was happening. Didn't even have to ask them. Didn't have to organize it. Didn't have to send out leaflets or posters or nothing. People just organically showed up spontaneously. So I think it's going to be we're going to be able to protest. We're going to be able to get in the streets, right?
So Jimmy, that's a great point, and that proves a point that you had made all throughout, saying that if Donald Trump is our president, there will be a coalition that builds against his policies. Whereas if it's Hillary Clinton or a Democrat, the same policies, there's no protest. There's no protest.
So last night, that guy I just showed you, Mark Van Landwood at the DNC, the guy who writes for our show, and he was a delegate for Bernie. He was out in Oakland and he was out in San Francisco. He was out in both places last night during those protests.
Yeah.
And I said, tell me, what did you notice? He said, well, you're right. And I go, what do you mean? How am I right? He goes, well, there was Hillary people were there chanting, I'm with her. And Bernie people were there chanting Bernie. And they fucking still hate each other. And that they were both on the same side.
Yeah.
And he said, you were right. They're both on the same side, united against Donald Trump. Because I just can't get over it. And we still hate each other. And I'm like, well, that's exactly what I've been trying. And I said, so here's the beauty going forward. So when we were going to, so right now Barack Obama's trying to push the TPP. Half the Democrats fall asleep when Barack Obama pushes right-wing neoliberal policies. Half the Democrats fall asleep. And so we only have a quarter of the people fighting and the other quarter saying, shut the fuck up. 3/4. Well, now we don't have that anymore, do we? Now we're all united against the ugly policies of
we're like
Donald Trump.
Preemptively united against his policies.
Preemptively united.
Yeah. So imagine if he says, I'm going to do TPP. I'm going to give all this access to the pipelines throughout North Dakota and elsewhere. People are going to rise up and say, no, you're not. But if it's Hillary or it's Barack Obama, they're like, well, it's fine. Let's play it out.
It must be okay. I mean, what's happening in North Dakota must be okay because Barack Obama let it happen, right? Hey, what happened with Occupy Wall Street must be okay because Barack Obama let it happen.
That's right.
Well, that's not good. That shit's over now. Now the ugly face of horrible policies is properly ugly, and we can stand up to it. It's Donald Trump, it's Rudy Giuliani, it's Chris Christie, it's Joe Arpaio. These are some of the most unpopular people in the fucking country that Donald Trump is surrounding himself with. Do you think they're going to be able to get anything done? We're going to be able to They might be able to get some ugly shit done. But listen, there's a lot of ugly shit that was already happening in our country. They already got rid of habeas corpus. We already live in a surveillance state. And when they were doing that, by the way, which Hillary Clinton voted for and Barack Obama signed, the fucking Patriot Act and then the NDAA, which takes away habeas corpus. So now the government, Donald Trump, can throw you in jail without giving you a trial forever.
Without even telling you why they
don't have to
grabbed
charge
you in
you
the first place.
By the way, that was in the Magna Carta. The habeas corpus. We repealed the fucking Magna Carta. And now they're handling all that to Donald Trump and no one gives a shit.